anniversary. It sang a note as light as memory, and I smiled. I may not have received a true apology, but I no longer needed one, because I had something better. I had clarity, and I had kept what was mine. I sat on the beach, toes buried in the warm, forgiving sand, watching the tide roll in like breath itself. The sky was the kind of pink that only appears in postcards or memories you swore you'd forgotten. Behind me, the villa glowed with the sounds of women laughing, not loudly, not for show, but in that low, full way that comes from somewhere deep, from someplace healing. Frances was telling a story about the time she took the wrong bus and ended up 3 towns away from her wedding rehearsal. Carol was trying to teach Beverly how to hula with a flower tucked behind one ear. Dottie was singing an old lullaby under her breath. And Nora, sweet Nora, was writing a postcard to herself, addressed to the home she said no one had written to in over a decade. I watched them and thought, this is what family looks like when no one's trying to impress each other. Just presence, just joy, just permission to be. It had taken me a long time to understand that love doesn't come with volume, it comes with consistency, with showing up, with listening, with choosing someone even when they're no longer convenient. That night, after dinner, we gathered outside on the patio. I pulled out the candle. Lavender, the last one. I had brought 7. 6 were already lit, each one by a different woman, each one carrying a memory, a name, a goodbye they'd never been allowed to say aloud. Now it was my turn. I set James's photo at the center of the table. The women fell quiet. I held the matchstick in my hand. This, I said softly, was supposed to be for all of them, for my family. But I think maybe it was always meant for this. I struck the match. The flame flared, then steadied. I lit the candle and watched the wax begin to melt, slow and certain, like time itself. One of the women, Beverly, reached over and touched my hand. I didn't think I'd feel this again, she whispered. Peace, gratitude, like I mattered. She looked at me, tears welling in her eyes, and I didn't think it would come from someone like you. Someone like me? I asked, smiling. Someone who knows, she said, what it's like to give everything and still be left outside the door. I didn't respond. I just held her hand a little tighter. After the candle burned for a while, I stood up and walked down to the edge of the beach. The women followed behind me, slowly, barefoot, each carrying a seashell or a ribbon or a single written name tucked in their pocket. We formed a circle in the sand. No ceremony, no script, just silence. And then I said it, not to them, not even to James, but to the part of me that had needed to hear it most. I'm not sad.